Hi guys, and welcome to today's video. Can you tell I'm excited? Well, that's because I am, and the reason for that is today we are not only gonna talk about one of the most popular niche perfumes, Baccarat Rouge 540 by Maison Francisco de Jong, but also about its dupes. Oh yes, baby, it's gonna be good, but first of all, I would like to know, are you a lover or a hater of Baccarat Rouge? Because I have a feeling there is nothing in between, and I'm sure all of us are familiar with this fragrance because all of us have smelled it at least once already, and I won't lie, it's a very popular niche perfume. It is sort of overhyped, and not everybody loves it, and I know that because I was among those people, but I am not anymore, which is exciting, and I will update you on my feelings about Baccarat Rouge a bit later. But even my mom can't stand it, and she tells me every time I wear it that it's terrible and I shouldn't spray it in her house because it's quite headaching to her. But I would like to know your experience with Baccarat Rouge, and if you know some perfumes that smell similar to it, please share that information with all of us in the comments. But in today's video I will indeed share with you dupes, perfumes that smell very similar to Baccarat Rouge, which is a very expensive perfume, and my options are from celebrity, designer, and even niche brands, and obviously all of them have different prices. So if you would like to know more about all of that, please keep on watching. Oh, and if you enjoy this type of content, please like it so I will produce more videos like this. Okay, with that being said, you guys, let's get started with the original Baccarat Rouge 540, which in my opinion revolutionized niche perfumery, because nowadays there are so many brands that create perfumes that smell very similar to it, and people go crazy about it and pay the price for it, and a lot of people swear by the compliments, by its mass appeal and blah blah blah. But to me, Baccarat Rouge that I'm wearing on my right wrist, and by the way, this sample I got from the official website, just as I got this one, which is Extract de Parfum, and I'll tell you everything about it later. But yes, to me it smells like drugs. I mean, like medicine. It reminds me of hospital, and particularly of Anastasia or Anastasia? Anastasia? Oh no, that's the singer. Sorry. Well, anyway, when I look into the notes and try to find that medicinal note, I can't find it. And all that I can find in here is jasmine, saffron, amberwood, ambergris, cedarwood, and fir balsam. And I'm like, what? Like, those notes are quite confusing because I don't smell anything floral about it, I don't smell anything salty and sexy about it, nor I smell some woodiness in there. All I can smell is strange, sweet, medicinal vibe. And some people even told me that they smell antiseptic and bandages, and to be completely honest with you, it reminds me of my dentist, but not necessarily of my dentist, of some lovely dentist who rewards you with sweets after he did some awful manipulations in your mouth. Yes, that's a weird description for this weird, super strong perfume that people swear by. And you know what? If you love Baccarat Rouge, don't even think that some people might not like it, because there are people who like it, and if it works for you, you should wear it. But you should wear perfume only if you like it. Well, with that being said, let's talk about the extract form of Baccarat Rouge, which basically is a stronger version of Baccarat Rouge. So, in my opinion, it's for those lovers of the original one, for those who can't get enough, for those who crave that strange scent, which is unique and recognizable, no questions. This one is even more sharp and even more metallic and even more strange. But other than that, it's basically identical to Baccarat Rouge. In my opinion, extract form is a bit more unisex. The original one is more feminine, and actually my mom describes that sweetness as old sweetness. And yeah, well, I have a feeling that Baccarat Rouge might smell differently to all people. So please share your experience with it. Does it smell like a dentist, or does it smell like candy floss, or does it smell like something sexy and pleasant to you? Let us all know. I would love to know more about your associations with Baccarat Rouge. But now the time has come to reveal all the dupes, and the first one is going to be from a celebrity brand, Ariana Grande, who is an adorable singer, and it is called Cloud. Yes, this bottle is sort of strange and definitely very unpractical because I can't hold it in my tiny hands even though they look huge, but that's only because I have really long fingers. And yeah, by the way, sorry for all the moves, but that's who I am, even though when I'm editing my videos I'm like, Yana, please calm down, but I can't. When I get excited about perfumes, I can't just stop. Well, anyway, let's talk about Cloud. It's basically the same scent as Baccarat Rouge, even though the notes are completely different. In here we have lavender, bergamot, pear, some coconut, cream, orchid, woods, musk, none of that jasmine, salty, woody, whatever. But it's identical to Baccarat Rouge, but so way more affordable. It's girly, but it smells very similar to it. It is less strong, but it is still strong. And I think if you're looking for something that you can afford, for something that you can just throw on and don't worry about wasting your super expensive perfume, and I actually received a comment that some person wore the original Baccarat Rouge to a party and got a question if that was Cloud by Ariana Grande, and the person was quite offended because, you know, when you're wearing super expensive perfume and somebody asks you, oh, is it that cheapy? You're like, what? You know, so that's interesting. And another dupe on Baccarat Rouge is also from Ariana Grande. I think that girl really loves the original one. That's why she asked her perfumers to create something similar, but more affordable for her audience, and that is Thank You Next, which is more sweet but less medicinal than the original Baccarat Rouge. But if you want more information on Ariana Grande perfumes, then check out my video that I've already created and broke down the whole line. Now, let me tell you about my favorite dupe on Baccarat Rouge, and that is newest Burberry Her Intense that came out just recently, and I've created a video in which I tell you about the differences from all these Burberry Her perfumes, but hands down this one is my favorite, and it smells identical to Baccarat Rouge. And even though I recognized that similarity immediately the first time I smelled it, I still loved it and I couldn't resist buying this absolutely pretty bottle. And this is actually a fragrance that made me change my mind about Baccarat Rouge, because thanks to it I now understand those people who went crazy about Baccarat Rouge, and there is something about that scent, and actually I stopped hating on it. Now it's just like not my thing because it's a bit medicinal to me. Even the sweetness doesn't bother me that much, but Burberry Her Intense, oh my god, it still has that beautiful berry moment from the original one, but it's just like Baccarat Rouge. And the coolest thing is Francisco de Jong created this whole line, so I have a feeling he used his formula for Baccarat Rouge for this one, but it's so well blended, it's very mass appealing, at the same time it's so pretty and powdery and berry, and at the same time it smells elegant and unique like Baccarat Rouge, and it is recognizable. But oh my god, I can throw it on when I want compliments, when I want just to smell great. Oh, like this is my type of Baccarat Rouge and I love it, and oh my god, I'm obsessed with it. I definitely recommend it for those who hate Baccarat Rouge because it's definitely way more affordable and it is easygoing and way more elegant and less aggressive. Okay, now let's talk about Instant Crush by Mancera, another very popular brand, and I'm sure you might have seen some people comparing this one to Baccarat Rouge, even though in my opinion this is least similar one to Baccarat Rouge because it has way more of that oriental power that is so typical for Mancera. There are a lot of spices, flowers, you know, all that jazz, but there is the same amber wood accord that was used for Baccarat Rouge in my opinion, and it actually reminds me of another perfume that I don't like, which is 1 Million. It has that warmth, spiciness to it, but the longer it sits on your skin, the more Baccarat Rouge it becomes, and it is also very masculine version of Baccarat Rouge. So if you're a man, you want something very mass appealing, something warm, and something in the style of Baccarat Rouge, check out Instant Crush. Now the time has come to share with you probably the most beautiful, not my favorite, but one of the best Baccarat Rouge dupes, and that is Stramonio by V Canto, which is this project of Paola Tiziana Terenzi. And first, my friend Tanya noticed the similarity between these two, but in my opinion, Stramonio is way more noble. It has a new twist of musky orchid in there, and in my opinion, even though it smells like Baccarat Rouge, it smells so way more sexy and seductive and just magical and hypnotizing. So you will receive all the compliments because it's mass appealing, but at the same time people won't tell you you smell like Baccarat Rouge. So if you love Baccarat Rouge and you just want something similar to it but still different, I will recommend you Stramonio because that is a very Italian, powerful, poisonous scent. Alrighty guys, that completes this video, which I hope you enjoyed watching, and if you know some perfumes that are similar to Baccarat Rouge, please share them with all of us. Maybe there is gonna be a part 2 of Baccarat Rouge and its dupes, who knows. But if you enjoyed this one, you found it entertaining, please like it so I know that you find it helpful, and of course subscribe to my channel, ring that bell to be updated about my new videos. Let me know your feedback on today's one. Follow me on Instagram, where I update you about my new videos and post some news about perfumes, and I'm looking forward to hear from you. So thank you so much for being here with me. Stay tuned, smell good, we'll see each other next one. Bye guys!